is, I can't get this tape on my finger, so it's going to stay on there the rest of the video. What's up guys, I'm back and I'm super excited because I'm starting a brand new segment called Tip Tuesday. I know, it's a super original name, what can I say? Seriously though, if you guys can think of something better, please let me know. If you haven't guessed it already, Tip Tuesday is where I get on camera on a Tuesday and I give you guys brand new tips and tricks and just amazing magical things that are going to make makeup and your life that much easier. It could be anything from beauty hacks to a tip like the one that I'm going to be sharing with you today, or sorry, I'm itchy. Or it could be maybe a brand new product that you need in your life. So those are a couple of things that I'll be discussing here on this segment. So let's get to it. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm trying to do these videos in one take. We'll see if that happens or not. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible. I just want to get these tips to you guys as quickly as possible because I know you ain't got time to be watching no 20-minute videos. So let's see how that goes. I just keep thinking of things to say. The reason that I'm trying to do these in one take is because I want you guys, I want this to be real. I want this to be like you and me are sitting in a room together, hanging out, chatting, without, like, there's no editing in real life. Like, if I say something stupid or if I mess up, like, it's there. So this is a chance for you guys to get to know the real me, and I hope you enjoy it. If you guys don't like it, let me know and I won't do it ever again. Anyways, the only time that I'll be editing is if there's, like, airtime where I'm not saying anything and it's taking up your time. So, if you haven't, you know already, because you guys can read, and the title of it is tape. So yes, I'm going to be discussing Scotch tape today. And no, you don't need to buy this brand. You can buy whatever tape you have lying around the house. So let's get right into it. I have about 10, maybe 11 hacks for you guys, tips, whatever you want to call it. The first one's going to be how to do your eyeshadow in a nice sharp wing look. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your tape, you're going to get some size about that big, put it on the back of your hand once or twice, peel it off, because we don't want to be too harsh on our skin. They do sell actual beauty tape if you want to spend a little bit more money and get that. I'll try and link it down below for you. I use Scotch tape though because it works for me. So pretty much I take it from the corner of my nose, bring it up, and I'm just going to put it on my face because keeping it real. So you'd put it on, and then I'd go in, let's pretend I got a brush, okay, and I would blend away, do all my colors, whatever colors I want to do. When I'm done, I would take the tape off, and I would have an amazing, beautiful, nice line of eyeshadow without the mess. I use this all the time. I get tons of compliments every time I do this, every time I use this technique when doing eyeshadow because it looks very impressive, but it's really not. I'm just putting tape on my face and acting like a 5-year-old and fitting colors on my face. Anyway, so the next hack I have for you guys, kind of along the lines of the same thing except with eyeliner. So if you're new to eyeliner and you can't get like a sharp, crisp line every time and you try and use concealer but it just messes it up, this is a great one for you. You would do the same thing, draw your line with it on, take the tape off, and voila, you have a nice sharp line. I've also seen people create like eyeliner stencils, so they would put one piece of tape here, another piece of tape like on top where they would want it depending on the thickness of your eyeshadow, and then you would like literally color inside the lines, peel the tape away, and you have your winged eyeliner. I have not actually tried that technique out, but if you guys have and it's worked for you, let me know, because I haven't tried it because I'm too scared, but if it works, then I'm down to try it. So moving on to our face, we're going to do contouring, tape contouring. I'm sure tons of you guys have seen this and you might think that it's a joke, and sometimes it kind of is, but in this case it's not. So what you would do is you would take your tape again, bam, you would just put it from the top of your ear down towards the corner of your mouth, like that. You would place it on your face, contour it up, peel away, and you got a nice sharp contoured line. You could do it on your nose, your forehead, your chin. I think that's getting a little carried away because it looks a little bit ridiculous, but I have tried using it on my cheeks before, and it does work. I don't think it's like works any better than when I contour normally. I do for sure like recommend doing the eyeshadow one, like that one, tried and true for sure. This one's like, whatever, it works, but it's not necessary. And one reason that I kind of don't like it is because I do my foundation first, so when I put the tape on, then I peel it off, then I got like another like crazy color that's not my foundation. Gotta go back in and fix that up. So it's not that big of a deal, you just gotta fix it, but it's an extra step. If you're not into that, then maybe it's not for you. If you don't care and you're like, I can never get a sharp line with my contour, maybe it'll work for you. I don't know, try it out. So next, moving on to the lips. I don't really ever do this because I do get chapped lips, but not that crazy. But if you get super chapped lips to the point where like it's like flaking off all the time, and you put lipstick on and then you just look like kind of crazy, what you could do is get some tape and you would just go like that, and any skin that's like flaking off is going to come off onto the tape without actually like ripping at your skin or anything, obviously, because the tape isn't that strong. But you could just dab away without having to like pick at them. Whatever's supposed to come off will come off. Put on some lip balm, then apply your lipstick, and there you go. You don't have to look all like cracky and creasy in your lips. So let's see, what else do we got? Oh, fallout. I know we've all been there where you're like working with a shadow, you got some fallout, falls on your face, you're like, I'm just gonna wipe that away. All of a sudden you have like a blue line on your face and you're like, what the heck? And so you're like, I'm just gonna, nah. Next thing you know, your whole face is blue. I know you've been there. I've been there. So same kind of concept as when you were dabbing away with your lips. You would just take your tape, pick up any loose pigment, and it works like a charm every time. I'm telling you, I used to like literally like not even go out some nights because I was so overdoing my makeup when things like that would happen, and this has saved my life a couple of times. So a little tip for you guys if that's something that happens to you a lot. Moving on to our nails. I don't know what number we're on anymore. I stopped keeping track. But moving on to our nails. So if you're like me and you can't do your nails to save your life, this one's for you. What you do is, I'm going to do this as fast as possible. Try and keep this video nice and short for you guys. So what you're going to do, this is hard to do backwards, but you're going to tape right underneath your nail like so. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Right under your nail like that. Then you're going to get another piece of tape and make kind of an arch with it. And you're going to go right around the nail. Bam. This obviously isn't like perfect right now. I would usually try and get as close to my nail as possible. As you can see, I have like a loop back there. Then you would just go ahead and paint your nails, wait for it to dry. Once it's dried, you would take the tape off, and then you got no mess nails. And it is a little bit time consuming, but it's less time consuming than having to redo your nails a million times and then ending up with a mess anyway. So that's another one for you. Another one, I keep saying another one. I'm going to try not to say that anymore. I probably will though. So next one is, I can't get this tape on my finger, so it's going to stay on there the rest of the video, is you would take your tape, let's say you wanted to make a cool design, you'd put like the tape on one half of your nail, paint one half of your nail, let it dry, take the tape off, color in the other side of your nail, voila, you have like a cool design. There are way cooler designs you can do than just half and half. I'm sure if you Google some, you can think of some cool designs and cool ways to use tape, but if you've never thought of doing that, it's a great way. It does take a little bit of time because you have to wait for the paint, the nail polish to dry a little before you peel the paint away, or it can get a little messy, but it has a pretty good payoff without having to spend money and go to a salon to get your nails done. Let's see, what else do we got? We've done eyes, we've done cheeks, we've done lips, we've done fingers. There is something I'm missing. I have stuff written down. Let me check for you guys. Oh, I remembered. Okay, next one. I took the time to draw this for you guys because I care that much. Okay, so I actually experienced this today, and I was like, whoa, this would actually come in handy right now. Because when I first saw it, I was like, who's going to do that? And then I was like, oh, I would do that. So today, for example, I was at Ulta trying on every lip shade in the world because they had like a whole new stand for Urban Decay's Vice lipstick, and I was like literally trying on every shade. but I kept like wiping away. All of a sudden, like all the makeup around my face was gone. I had like shades of blue, shades of red, shades of purple, shades of nude all over my face. It wasn't cute. So if you're like me, this is another nice tip for you. You get a piece of tape, and you might look a little silly, but probably less silly than what I look like with grossness all over my face. You would get the shade, paint it onto the tape, put it over, and then you could see what the color would look like on your face without having to actually do it. And you could use that same technique on your nails without having to like get nail polish all over your nails when you're in the middle of Sephora. You just take it and be like, oh cool, I like that color. Oh, that's hideous. Throw it away. Last but not least, very last one. Battery's about to die. Let's see if I can get through this without my battery dying. This was so of course, as I'm saying, I hope my battery doesn't die. It dies because that's my luck. That's just how my life goes. Anyway, moving on. The fact that like I had to wait for my battery to charge to show you guys this is kind of funny because it's probably the least relevant to about 99.9% of you out there. But for that 0.1% of you, I gotta show back. This one's for you guys. So what you're gonna do is you're going to place, you'll see what I'm doing. You're gonna place a piece of tape right there like that. And then you're just gonna pull back and there you go. Instant facelift, because who needs a plastic surgeon, right? Not good. Anyway, you probably wouldn't use that in an everyday look. It'd probably look ridiculous if you had a piece of tape on your face as you're walking around. But it could be used if you are doing a character makeup look or a Halloween look and you need something to like just really tighten up your face. That wasn't a super good example, but you can use it on all different parts of your face and it'll just make it look tight and lifted. Again, it is not something that I recommend using for everyday use, but there you go, you guys. That was, I think, maybe 10 tips, 10 hacks, 10 ways to make your makeup and beauty experience that much better. I hope you guys get some use out of them. If I didn't mention something that you think is worth mentioning, leave it down in the comments below. Let me know. I'll try it out and I'll see how it works. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.